I don't know why it's so fucking hard to talk to a camera, but it is. There is something really, really humbling about trying to talk to a camera. You can hit a really big jump, you can drive your snowmobile really, really fast, but when you find yourself afraid to speak, you learn a lot, you know? And so I think that's kind of why I'm doing this. So I have a bunch of questions from you guys. We're going to roll through them, and we're just going to get an introduction video out of the way, and I can kind of get a feel for if I like this, how I want to do it, if we're going to continue. Who fucking knows? You can sort of get to know me outside of just 7 seconds of some bullshit clip. All right, well, hello YouTube. I'm Garrett McKenzie. That is my real name. My real name is not Juiccyjokerr. I'm 27 years old. I live right near Trollhagen, and I have been snowboarding for coming up on 20 years. I started skiing around the age of 2 with my mom and dad, and then got my first snowboard when I was 8. After that, I did not ski. I spent every day that I can remember snowboarding after school. And then on the weekends, I spent every day snowboarding. I would get dropped off a lot of times before open on the weekends. And there were many nights I would be getting picked up in the parking lot long after they were closed. Lights are off. Workers are like, yo, are you sure you have a ride? And I'm like, yep, my mom said she was going to come to get me at 9 in the morning when she dropped me off. Didn't have a cell phone. That was my life. My life has been on or revolved around snowboarding since I touched a snowboard. I've got to do a lot of cool shit. I've got to meet a lot of cool people. Some of my best friends in the world have came from snowboarding, and I say in the world because they're from across the world. It's all from snowboarding. I think snowboarding is fucking incredible, and it is why I'm sitting here doing this. It is 100% snowboarding.
You make me feel brand new. Come on, give it up to me. Let me take care of you. I know that your mama said I'm gonna make you cry all night.
Outside from that, I play Kendama. You might have seen it, you might not have, but it's also the greatest thing ever, and I recommend everyone do it. It's a little ball and cup toy that allows you to really hone in on your patience and your will to want to succeed, and it's good for your body and your brain and all sorts of shit. So I also do that. It has also taken me really amazing places. The first time I left the country was a Kendama trip. With that being said, I don't really care to talk much more about history or who I am. I'd rather answer questions, because when I was going through these, I get these a lot. So we can kind of put it out in the air, and I maybe won't have to type the answer out on Instagram to so many of you in the future. First question is, how do you have such insane board control? Laps on laps? Any training tips? Find a tow rope. If I want to pick a rail and lap just a single rail, I could hit it 4 times in a minute. So what I get in a day could be more than what someone out at Copper gets in a season if you're only going on a weekend and lapping the chair. I'm getting fucking reps. Every day I snowboard, I am learning a lot because of how much time I actually spend riding. What helps you get through mental blocks when trying new tricks? Not thinking about it too much. So think about it, understand how to do the trick. If you're going to do a back two pullback, understand that you're not going to want to spin the 270 as if you're going to land to regular, because that's probably putting your momentum more like a 360. Think about how to do the trick. Oh, I should probably do a back one, shifty my board over that 90, then my momentum stopping at the 180, and it's less of a harsh resistance. So think about how to do the trick, the mechanics of the trick, but don't think about the trick. Talk to yourself, but don't listen to yourself. Talk to yourself and tell yourself, okay, this is how I'll do it. Don't listen to yourself saying, I'm scared. Fucking figure out how to do it and drop. It's gonna be way easier that way, for sure. What's one jib trick you don't have? Won't be surprised if you have all of them. No, I do not have all of them. Switchback lips, not my thing. Switchback two pullbacks, not my thing. Switchback threes on, not my thing. Switchback 5-0 can kiss my ass. There's a lot of tricks that like I might do if I have a like I don't like switchback lips, but there's a clip of me doing a switchback lip. Same way 4 on Trolls 50 foot. It was just set up good and I had confidence in that trick, but I wouldn't say I have that trick. I wouldn't say I have switchback 2s, and I wouldn't say I have switchback 5-0s. I might have done them, but doing something does not mean you have it. Important to remember, by the way, park to street ratio. It has been way more spots than days at a resort until last season because the snow was so fucked. Last year I got to spend a lot of time at Troll, which was incredible and made me really love snowboarding for what it is again, which is fucking sick. But yeah, it's a lot of hitting rails in the streets for sure. It's always worth it to have something at the end of the year to look back on. Do you have an OnlyFans? I don't have an OnlyFans. How many times have we kissed? 2 stupid messages back to back. You both know who you are too. Finley says, how has snowboarding personally changed over your life? A lot. A lot. It's very different. What started the growth of your interest in video work outside of action sports? Realizing that part of the reason I like filming action sports is filming. I tell this to a lot of people, and I think it would be true to a lot of people. If you enjoy filming snowboarding or things that are fast and loud, there's a huge chance you just like to film. And until you try filming something else, you're not gonna know. One day I just felt an appreciation for cinema. Maybe not big movies, just the act of making something romantic. I love to film action sports for sure, but it feels a bit more whole to make a video with purpose. I would say the growth started when I accepted there's probably more than snowboarding. We have another stupid message. Not gonna. Someone says, why are you slept on? Probably because a lot of my followers are overseas. Time change and shit. What'd you do after high school? Snowboarded. I graduated early, kind of, a couple months early. Didn't go to college. That's not my thing. Just snowboarded. How did you get such massive cojones? I'm actually a really scared person. Take this video, for example. I've wanted to do something like this for years. Haven't done it. I'm a really, really, really scared person. A lot of people also think because they see footage of me possibly being loud, or maybe when I was younger, I was like really, really whatever. But I'm a really, really anxious and introverted person. So I don't see that. Part of it actually could be from the fight or flight that happens within me. Like, if you're so scared to try a trick and it's actually so fucking scary, get it done. Like, if something is that overwhelmingly fucking scary, get it done and stop thinking about it. On that topic, actually, I wax my snowboard and file my edges so much because of my lack of confidence in my abilities. My edges are as round as they can be, and my board is always waxed, because if I can eliminate any bit of I might catch, I might this, I might that, I fucking do it. Favorite street spot you've hit? The blue rail that I hit in just actually every one of our videos. That's like my favorite spot of all time. It's like iconic to me as a snowboarder. That's my favorite spot. There's like definitely some unique ones. Like, we filmed this one last year. I've been wanting to build a snow ledge connecting all three of these rails, and I did that. But all-time favorite spot is Miss Blue for sure. Austin Juiccyjokerr forever. Oh shit. Will we see more Kendama content in the near future? As a matter of fact, yes. Yes. Any new aspirations? Another Kendama question, back to back. Let's go. Any new aspirations with Kendama? Any planned or goals? Yes. Yes. That's all I'm saying. Yes. Soon. You'll see. Soon. This question, in some way, shape, or form, is sent to me all the time. Best way to progress, best way to get a sponsor, best way to make it in the industry. For one, don't ask me the third one. That's not me. But the best way to progress at anything, filming, gardening, fucking anything, enjoy your time doing it, because nothing in life will 100% always be fun. So if you don't enjoy yourself while you're doing what you're doing in its honeymoon phase, if you don't enjoy yourself when you do it, when it gets tough and it's out of that honeymoon phase, it's easier to get burnt out. Filming, for example, if you only film boring shit and then you start editing this boring shit and you start getting burnt out on this job you're doing, it might be because you're only doing boring shit. Now, you need to do that stuff because it brings you money, but you still need to have fun to keep the spark alive. So if you're trying to progress in snowboarding, if you want to be the next NASCAR driver, you have to fucking love what you do. Period. It's not loving the success from what people say is awesome that you did when you post a cool trick. That's not loving shit. Loving shit is living and breathing this activity you want to progress at or get sponsored at or make it your future, whatever it is. Have fun doing it. Do you listen to music when you ride? If so, what are you jamming out to? Yes, I can't get on my snowboard without music. If I went to my playlist that I made during this past snowboard season, it jumps pretty quickly from like Kelly Clarkson to The Weeknd to Fetty Wap. Some days you wake up and you're like, I'm gonna listen to Cascada. And then other times you wanna listen to Doughboy. There is no rhyme or reason for the recipe of music. It's like whatever you're feeling that day is the vibe. I actually just saw this clip of Kodak, like his like warm-up song walking out on stage was that Chandelier song, and it's like, yeah, that's it. Whatever you're feeling that day is like, don't limit your music choice, because sometimes you end up snowboarding a certain way to certain music. Waylon, I'm still don't have an OnlyFans. This is such a sick question. How hard is it actually to snowboard all through the winter financially? Really difficult, especially the more you're trying to do. So we film a full project every year, not funded by a single fucking company. That's tough. To do that, you can't really, like, I'm the filmer, I'm the editor, and I'm a snowboarder. So my days off, I'm still putting gas in my car. I'm still needing to fill my belly. So even days I don't snowboard, I'm spending more money than I would be if I was just going to Trollhagen regardless. So yeah, it's like if you're trying to film a project and you don't have money from sponsors and you're not working, it's incredibly fucking difficult. But it goes back to that, like, if you fucking love some shit, if you actually love snowboarding, it's a bit more okay to not be financially secure in those times because you love snowboarding. It's just a matter of, like, how willing to be down bad are you for whatever fucking cause, I guess. What helped you get over the fear of steel when you first started trying new tricks? Still scared. Realistically, probably all those fears that you have, I have too. Cab hardway too. What am I thinking about the whole time I'm riding into that? I'm gonna catch my tail and fucking die. I think about all that shit too. It's just I try and get to doing it before I can get to all the what ifs. I'm still, like, if a trick is taking me 30 tries, each time I'm dropping in, I'm going over these terrible circumstances in my head, which is absolutely not what you should do. I don't really like that I do it. Like I said, I'm a very fucking anxious person, and I'm grateful that I can snowboard despite how scary things are. But no, I'm still scared. If I'm trying a new trick like that, the clip of the back 5 on, that was like fucking scary. But it's like, I'm gonna go home and think about how I should have done it. And then that's another 24 of like thinking about it, being scared, blah, 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 blah. So the quicker I can get done, the quicker I'm not scared. What made you start snowboarding? My pops. He gave me a snowboard a couple months before he passed away. And it was the fucking sickest thing ever. And so I was like, I am gonna do this for a really long time. Got a couple random clips of you from Troll. You want me to send them to you? Sure. Let's check them out. Origin of your name. So for the longest time on Instagram, my name was Juiccyjokerr. And then a couple homies started calling me Joker. And I just dropped the G, put the Joker, and it's been like that for now, like, God, it's got to be 10 years. Something close to 10 years, I think. What drives you to work so hard for your homies and make full lengths? I want a full length. I grew up waking up and putting an effort into going to watch the snowboard videos. It was like a religious fucking activity. As I grew up, I would watch Chris Urbalis like every morning. And I was like, I'm going to be in these videos one day. I'm going to make street snowboarding videos. Well, I never really got like a crew to do it, just because it's like once you start doing it, if you're young and you think you can just start hitting spots and it's like easy, you quickly realize it's a pain in the ass. And so like I just didn't have a crew, and it was either I take however long it takes to find people that I can film and do this with so I can, or I just can't. And so I guess if it's I spend all winter filming other people so we can have a full project that I'm fucking a part of, I guess that's how it's gonna be. Because going back to the other thing, I just really fucking love snowboarding, and everything that I grew up that made me love it, I want to do myself. And so if it means I'm not getting help from companies and I have to do it myself, so fucking be it, I guess. And then you guys get sick videos. Austin Julicine. I already said what's up. You say, am I your favorite troll OG? If not me, then who? And you can't say Nova or Ethan because they don't count. Okay, so you're saying that Nova and Ethan are like, they're just granted into the Hall of Fame. So of course they're just like the troll OGs that are, but if you're trying to say that you're like not that dope as them, that's kind of fucked, because you are the reason I do so much. So yeah, I mean, if they don't count, I think you should just be with them. I think that's how this should be. It shouldn't. I don't think you count either. If they don't count, then you fucking don't count. I think you're all just up here in the Rushmore of troll. Best tips for backboard continuing to shoulder. Well, whatever your front shoulder is, push it to your heel. Push it to your heel. Keep it pushing to your heel. Don't keep spinning, but keep your pressure pushing to that heel. So when you're at the end. And now the most asked question. Garrett, are you going to continue doing YouTube? Yeah, I think I would like to stay here and be able to portray snowboarding in a cooler way than you may see it on YouTube Shorts.